don't say that. I would like if I'm at 16 weeks, so past that would just be a horrifically sad. You're welcome.
You're the best.
You didn't say a size. I went with venti.
I knew you were going to go venti. I'm venti. Facebook Live. We hot?
We should be.
All right, Facebook. We're going to do our 50th episode of the Geaux Rouge Show, Brian. The 50th. The 50th episode. You know what that means? Set of steak knives. Talk 107.3. Guarantee Broadcasting. Talk to Gordy. Gordy's got the steak knives downstairs. Okay, that didn't happen, but...
Yeah, I was going to say, there's no knives. There's no cutlery of any kind. We don't trust you with sharp objects.
We're welcoming Chelsea as a special co-host today.
Special ghost?
Co-host. Can I brag about Chelsea for a minute? We're going to talk about this in the episode. Chelsea just got done with her second round of auditions for Jeopardy.
It's true.
She's a smart lady.
It's technically a third round because I took 2 tests and then this was the third.
All right, you're stretching there.
I'm milking it.
I feel like 2 rounds is enough to where you're awesome. You're impressive.
Thanks.
The third round thing, I'm like, meh. So okay, so she may end up on Jeopardy.
If there is a Jeopardy.
There will be Jeopardy. Don't go there, guys.
That's not a shot against Chelsea. I mean, it's just that.
Alex
is like, no Chelsea.
So I want you to know, to honor Alex Trebek, I almost shaved the bottom part of my goatee off to where I was going to grow a mustache, and then I realized I can't grow an Alex Trebek mustache.
But doesn't he have?
Also,
he had a goatee.
Did he have a goatee?
Yes.
At one point he did.
He went.
But like classic Trebek, like 80s, 90s
So
Trebek.
Classic
all,
Trebek.
all
Number 2.
mustache.
Jason, you're going to be the last guest, if that's okay.
Sounds great.
You're good people.
When Clay gets here,
Sorry, I
No.
thought you were still in your
girl,
outfit.
it's okay. No
okay.
problem. When Clay gets here, if he texts, I might have to have you do the same thing that she just did for you to let him
can
up.
go.
Or Brian can go.
It's going to be a good episode. It's our 50th.
It's gonna be
It's our 50th episode.
great.
It's huge. It's
It's
huge. Ready to kick this pig?
Why do you always say that?
It's a phrase from one of my favorite movies.
I know.
Periscope.
We've
Kelsey Grammer, one of his few blockbuster hits.
we talk about this every time you say it, and
No,
I
you
still
didn't like it?
I haven't seen it.
It's fine.
Is it up Periscope or down Periscope?
It's down.
It's down Periscope.
Down. He says before they launch the submarine, he says, "Let's kick this pig," and I've always liked that line. Let's kick this pig, and so I use it in every facet of my life.
I'm
Starting
not
the
into
radio,
animal cruelty.
I
for me.
told a judge the other day. He asked me if I was ready to proceed, and I said, "Judge, I'm ready to kick this pig." And he had seen the movie, fortunately, so he was not offended by my inappropriate behavior.
It was at 5 seconds when everybody wanted Lauren Holly and everything. Down Periscope.
At one point in the movie, they put her in an extra tight outfit. It's yeah. Anyways, let's start this episode, man. Geaux Rouge, episode 50.
You ready?
Jason from the Baton Rouge Gallery's in the house, talking Kinetics, the premier Baton Rouge art auction.
Okay.
Star Hawn Tran.
Y'all ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Stand by.
I'll shut up. All right. Welcome to the Geaux Rouge Show. This is your host, Franz Borchardt. I'm live in studio with Chelsea,
Hello.
our special co-host. Brian's on master control. This is episode 50, kids. This is episode 50.
Is there like an anniversary, anniversary?
No, not really. There's nothing really special about doing 50 episodes. I make it a big deal because I'm arrogant, narcissistic, and self-absorbed. But
what if this is actually 49 or 51? Are you
it's
sure?
really, we could split hairs on this. And as a bald guy, I don't like splitting hairs, but we could split hairs on this. This technically is not episode 50 because some of the soft episodes in the beginning were soft, let's experiment a little bit, like a mad scientist. So
this is 50-ish.
This is 50. Anyways, so if you're listening on Facebook Live or if you're listening on Talk 107.3 on Saturday, welcome to the circus. This is like the greatest show, only I'm not Hugh Jackman. Not the other guy.
I've never seen that movie.
The other guy, too. I'm not him either. So before we jump into this episode, we need to thank our sponsors, but we've got half the show today is about actors and a great Baton Rouge theater group, Theater Baton Rouge. And then the second half of our show, we've got Angela, team leader for my Hogs for the Cause team, calling Bacon Rouge. That's the name of the team. And then we have Jason, the CEO, director, whatever he wants to go by, from the Baton Rouge Gallery, talking about one of the greatest art auctions in the city of Baton Rouge, Kinetics. So let's jump on in. Our sponsors for the Geaux Rouge Show are as follows: NAI, Ladder and Bloom Commercial Real Estate, the Smith, Shanklin, Sosa Personal Injury Law Firm, the finest personal injury law firm in the city of Baton Rouge. These guys don't stand on trucks. They just get stuff done. I said stuff. I didn't say the word I wanted to say. Breck Parks, Sullivan's Steakhouse, your neighborhood steak restaurant, Louisiana Tech Park. I really appreciate their support. Great help and work they do with entrepreneurs. La Divina Italian Cafe, open every day for your custom-made from scratch breakfast. And last but not least, the finest criminal defense firm in the universe, the Borchardt Law Firm. So, that all being said, if you want more information about the Geaux Rouge Show, go to www.geauxrouge.com. Our first guest in the studio, Chelsea, is kind of a big deal. We've got Hawn Tran. Hawn, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, guys. Hey, what's up?
So, I'm jealous that I'm a Franz, and I want you to know that I always wanted to be a Hawn. I just want you to know, like, because of Star Wars. Anyways. So you're an actor. You're a local actor. We wanted to welcome you into the studio today on the Geaux Rouge Show. I've been wanting to get you on the show for a while. Okay, so I'm going to set this up. You had a great part in the show Watchmen. You were, I don't know what the character's name was, Puppet Master.
The puppeteer, yeah.
The puppeteer. You were in a cult classic, Santa Jaws.
Yes.
Which we're all laughing at, but
yeah, it's...
Sorry, not sorry. I got to see it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're a local actor. You're a restaurateur. So we wanted to have you on the show. Welcome.
Thank you for having me, guys.
So I'm going to start with this. So I'm a fanboy of yours. You know what the term fanboy means, right? I know
what the term fanboy means.
So I'm a fanboy of Hawn's. So talk to me. Who have you worked with? What are you working on?
Okay, so I've worked with... I work with a lot of celebrities, but like my top four would be in no order at all. It would be Jeffrey Dean Morgan from The Walking Dead.
Cool.
And then Gina Carano from The Mandalorian. She plays Cara Dune in there.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar. I'm acquainted with her work.
Oh
yes.
yeah. Oh my gosh, she was
both
so
Mandalorian
good.
and her work. Yes.
Yeah. And then I would say Dave Bautista. He plays Drax in the Guardian of Galaxy. They are making another one. So that's what he told me. I mean,
Guardian Galaxy 3, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure if I should have told you guys that.
That's all right.
Yeah. Anyway,
I think we knew that.
We knew that. Look, that movie made money. They hugged it out with the director. They were going to make another one.
Right.
Yes.
And the fourth one, this is my top four. So I would say Mila Kunis, and I love Mila Kunis. She is so down to earth. She's very down to earth. Yeah.
Nice.
I would have gone. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I would not have thought she was quote unquote down to earth.
Oh, she is. She's wonderful.
So I'm going to brag about you for a second. This guy came in second, or runner-up. You auditioned for Spider-Man. Is it okay if I talk about that?
Yes, Spider-Man Homecoming. Yes.
Can we get Hawn to slide over just a little bit?
Oh,
You're out of frame here, buddy.
It's all right. It's all right. So we appeal to both Facebook video as well as radio.
Really?
So you came in runner-up for Spider-Man's sidekick. What's the character's name?
Homecoming. Netley. Yes.
Netley. Dude, you know how big you would have been had you gotten that part?
Yeah, I would be driving a Lamborghini right now.
You've been huge. You've been huge. But, like, maybe it's a blessing you didn't get that spot.
Yeah.
No, I wanted you to get that spot.
Yeah.
What was it like auditioning for that?
Oh
for
my
a
God.
Marvel movie like that?
Okay. Look, let's just say I went through like 3 rounds of callbacks for that. Like, yeah, like when I got the call, like my agent was like, "Hey, you just got a call back." Oh, and I was like, "For what? For I think it's Spider-Man." I'm like, "What do you mean you think it's Spider-Man?" Well, it said The Summer of George, so they never used the real name for like
The
these
Summer
shows.
of George.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I read my size and it was like Peter Parker. I was talking to Peter Parker and I'm like, "This is Spider-Man," because all it said was Summer of George quotation filming in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, and it was, and I was like, what Marvel show is filming in Georgia? And I was like, it gotta be Spider-Man, you know?
Right.
It was Spider-Man, yeah.
Right.
But I didn't know until the second round of callbacks. That's when they were like, yeah, it's Spider-Man.
So, I'm gonna go out here. I know the Spider-Man Homecoming has gotten mixed reviews. I loved it. I thought Michael Keaton's character, the Vulture, was awesome, spot on, sympathetic. It was a good Spider-Man reboot. I was kind of feeling a little Spider-Man'd out. but yeah, man. And now, having made it almost to
Right.
that, you're now in Marvel's database, right?
Yes. I mean, I would say Disney callbacks vault. Yeah, because Marvel is Disney, but like it's actually a Sony production, but they partner up. Yeah, so
Okay.
Marvel.
That's just Spider-Man is that
Yeah,
way.
so Marvel handles the production side, and then Sony does all the like producing because they have the rights to Spider-Man.
So
Yeah.
I want to switch gears. Now you're an
Alright.
actress.
I am.
I'm not an actor yet. I have not started
Yet.
anything yet. I'm leaving room for the possibility that one day Jenny from Theater Baton Rouge is going to get me on stage and I'm going to act in something.
It'll probably happen.
I've done stand-up comedy.
Stand-up comedia?
I'm
Comedia
good with
dell'arte?
words. I've done stand-up, but look, I want to talk about your versatility because one of the things I recently read about you was, in one movie or one show you played an older dude, and then in another show you were like
12.
12. I mean, so
Close enough.
so first of all, congratulations on looking perpetually young. That's an awesome trait. Some of us wish that we look perpetually young. Chelsea looks magnificent.
Thank you.
Me, on the other hand, I'm like a step above a troll, or what do they call him in the troll movie? A Bergen?
A Gurgen.
A Bergen. No,
Bergen or a
it's a
Gurgen?
Bergen.
It's a Bergen?
Bergen.
I know
yes.
Birkenbag. That's all I
Yeah,
got.
I'm a step up above a Bergen. So what's it like having that kind of versatility? Is it good, bad, ugly? What's it like?
No, it's a good thing. It means I get to play. I get to audition for more roles and play more roles. But the only burden of that is that I have to like really like plan it out. Where like how long should I let my mustache grow, but like it just depends. So, but sometimes you get such a short notice where like you have 2 days to prepare for a role for an audition. So I'm like, God, I don't think I can grow this out that fast.
You need to get some.
Yeah.
You need to get a fake mustache.
Yeah.
So little known fact, by the way, Hawn likes to wear bow ties. It's
Oh,
kind of his
does he? I love bow
signature.
ties. I love
It's his
bow ties.
signature. Franzi
Nice.
likes to wear bow ties. And look, we were talking before we went on air about this mustache concept. I'm going to tell you.
Oh, Lord.
I really want an Alex Trebek mustache. And speaking of Alex Trebek, I want to brag about my boo here.
Yeah,
Chelsea
boo.
just made it through not one, but 2 rounds of auditions for Jeopardy. So,
It's true.
Like, we can't really talk about, I'm not supposed to talk about this, but
That's all you can say.
that's all I can say. But what is
Literally.
most awesome is my knee-jerk reaction when she told me was, dang, girl, you're really smart. Like, not that I didn't know that, but it was like, that. I think Jeopardy is a different kind of intelligence.
It is.
Like, it's general, like, not...
You got to know a little something about everything, a little bit about everything, and a lot about some things.
So, I'm thinking about growing out a Trebek mustache.
Goatee.
I don't think...
Or you want like the 80s early Trebek.
That dude could rock up. I mean, there's few actors that can really rock. Burt Reynolds could rock a mustache.
Yes.
Franz Borchardt, not so much. He's not a mustache guy. Yeah, not so much. So look, we have some time left, right, Brian? I mean, so I want to switch gears a little bit. One of the big things in our 2 minutes left is you are also a restaurateur. You're also affiliated with a great new po' boy shop in Baton Rouge.
Affiliated.
Name of the shop?
Philly that up.
Philly that up. You see what I did there? Affiliated, Philly that up. It was.
You didn't do that. I did that. You had no idea you did that.
I absolutely did it intentionally. Some of us are smart too, Chelsea. So anyways, so talk to us about Philly that up in the last minute.
Okay, so Philly that up was actually inside of the Cortana Mall, and then Cortana Mall shut down, so we moved to New Orleans, and then now we open a second location in Baton Rouge right inside of the Cortana Walmart.
Awesome.
Yes, so yeah, we're doing very well. In fact, Walmart wants us to open more locations inside Walmart.
Don't tease me.
That's awesome.
Don't tease
Fact,
me.
but
So
yes.
I say this word not lightly, Brian. If you go to the social media page for this restaurant,
Philly that up.
Philly that up.
With a D.
Yep. It's like food porn. It is. Like the cheese on the fries.
We love cheese. We love
I'm
cheese
like,
there.
oh my God, there's cheese on the fries. It's food porn. So, Hawn, thank you for coming in, man. Anything we need to know about before we hit the road? I mean, what you got coming up?
So I have a new movie that's out right now called Synchronic.
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 Where can I watch that?
It's a sci-fi thriller.
Love
And you can still catch Santa Jaws on Amazon Prime. It's for free on Amazon Prime. And then I also have another movie on Amazon Prime called Scare Package. So if you're horror fans, you probably know about this movie already.
Well,
It's called Scare Package.
I am
on Amazon Prime.
I am very grateful that you had time to come in today. I know you're about to do some work
Yes.
at the sandwich shop.
Yeah. Yes.
So, dude, I appreciate it, and have a great day, man.
All right. Thanks, guys.
So, with that being said, we now have the Theater of Baton Rouge.
Not theater of Theater Baton Rouge.
There's no of? There's no
No,
preposition there?
Theater
Feels
Baton Rouge.
Feels like there should be a preposition there. Anyways, you notice that the first segment is all about acting and actors
Yes.
and actresses.
Yes.
You notice that, Chelsea?
I might have noticed that.
So these are your peeps.
These are my peeps. Y'all come a little bit closer so
Okay.
Facebook can see.
So I'm gonna let you.
Great, sounds good. So here we have Clay Donaldson and Jenny Ballard Mayfield. Do you like all three?
Yes. Ballard is good as well.
All right.
What is your professionally when you go
So
on
professionally,
stage?
I'm Jenny Ballard.
That's right.
And
So
I never legally changed my name, actually.
that's
so.
okay. That's another conversation for another.
But you've really embraced Jenny Ballard Mayfield. in
I
the
have.
past
It's
couple
my
of
Maybe
years.
Facebook.
You know what?
That's true.
I'm just going to throw this out there before we get to the important stuff. I've seen your husband perform on stage, and he is Facebook friends with me, and I kind of want a little bro time with him.
Yeah,
You ever met somebody and you're like, I kind of want some bro time with that
So
dude.
for the record, he
pretty cool.
kind of wants some bro time with you as well.
Don't,
So
don't tease me. Don't
Yeah.
tease me.
We're gonna set this up today, Kenny.
Yes.
Did we just become best friends?
I
Did he
think
and I
so.
just become best friends?
Kenny, you and Franz are going to have a date.
Okay. Speaking of dates, though, Clay and Jenny are here to talk about the new show that's going up at Theater Baton Rouge, An Act of God. So, Clay, I'll let you take it away. Tell us a little bit about the show, who's in it. Just do your thing, boo.
Okay, so An Act of God is written by David Javerbaum, who ran the @God Twitter for several years. And he eventually wrote a book called The Last Testament, which is a parody book. And then he turned it into a play, An Act of God. So An Act of God is a one-night only special where, well, not at our theater, but God is down from heaven for one night only.
Gotcha.
And he has come to clarify and reword some of the 10 Commandments because mankind has really blown them out of proportion and spun them out of control.
Gotcha.
So he comes with his two archangels, Michael and Gabriel. The two archangels, Michael is played by Dalton Major, and Gabriel is played by Jonathan Thomas.
And who's God played by?
And our God is played by the very talented Ren Price.
Who was in Wild Party last
He was
year,
in
right?
Wild Party. He was in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Newsies.
I feel
Newsies.
compelled to ask this. Is playing God a difficult role? It seems like being God is kind of, I mean, in my
Like an
mind, I like
onus?
to play God, but,
Yeah.
but like on stage, is playing God difficult?
Kind of lots of pressure on that.
I think it's got to be. I mean, God has more dialogue than I've ever seen in any play script. First off,
And it's all memorized.
it's pretty much almost like 26 pages of monologues.
so it's like a one-man plus show.
One man plus two, yes. But I do think it's difficult whenever you're approaching the idea of playing God, especially after talking with Ren for a while, because you don't know if there's something that you need to live up to or if you just need to be yourself. And so that's what we've really pushed, is to make these characters as human as possible for the one night that they are on Earth, and to really inject their own personalities into it and not feel like they're putting on a character.
So to help our audience understand like the kind of comedy, etc., it was on Broadway. Mm-hmm. Who started it on Broadway?
So God
What-
was originally played by Jim Parsons.
Okay, from Big
and
Bang
he was
Theory.
From Big Bang Theory. He was like the sort of sarcastic, deadpan, dry God. And then the second person who played God on Broadway was Sean Hayes, who we know from Will and Grace and Promises. And he's much more energetic and in your face and, So God can really be interpreted by however the person is in their normal life, I think. And that's what we've really done with Ren. Ren is very charming, charismatic, but he's also a very warm person. You just want to talk to him and you want to be his friend. And that was one of the biggest things when we were auditioning, was that Ren just seems like a person that you want to have around.
So tell us.
Like God.
Like God.
Like God, yes.
I mean,
That's what I would...
The Geaux Rouge does not endorse any official monotheistic or polytheistic religion. However, if I think of playing God, I kind of want somebody I want to hang out with.
Yeah, let's
True.
just hope that God is at least a nice person first off.
Great
and then we'll
sense
go
of
Yes.
from
humor.
there.
Great
Yes.
sense
Yes.
of humor.
Yes.
So you mentioned auditions, which I know has been a little bit different than normal. Talk to us a little bit about how the audition process went, and then how COVID has changed the way that theater is evolving here.
So out of precaution, because we do have a lot of new people who come to auditions, we did do auditions on Zoom, and I thought they ran very smoothly.
I did too.
It was a really good time. I'm not a firm believer yet in Zoom theater. I'm slow learning, but I did find myself laughing. I did find myself feeling touched through Zoom. So you do get some of those human relationships on camera, which is really nice. But we have been rehearsing in person, and the performances will be in person. And we've taken every precaution that we possibly can, checking temperatures, wearing masks, socially distancing, being very careful in our personal lives.
HEPA filter.
HEPA filter,
Yes.
UV lights, all these
I'm
fancy
I'm going to
things.
set this question up for Jenny. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready? How would one get tickets to this great performance?
So all you have to do is either call our box office at 924-6496 or go to our website, theaterbr.org.
I want to go see this play for a couple different reasons. One, I love Theater Baton Rouge. I took out the of. Great mid-city treasure. That's right, mid-city
It
treasure.
is Mid-City Treasure.
It's fun seeing plays there. There are if you like to have adult beverages, there is adult beverages in the
There
play
is.
available for purchase.
And our bar is open.
Yes,
We
yes,
have been
yeah.
opening it.
It's comfy, easy to get to. I've seen performances there, so I'm excited that you guys are back at it. And then I know some of the people in this play. I mean, you're not in this play, so I mean, not in
But
every
Chelsea
play.
Gidden could very well play God in any scenario.
If I had had the time, let's be honest.
So Chelsea, for those who don't know, Chelsea is now performing at the
National World War II Museum. I am a
Yes.
Victory Bell.
Which is awesome.
right.
Yes!
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So performing at a World War II museum, second callback for Jeopardy.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Co-hosting Geaux Rouge.
Yes.
I think that co-hosting Geaux Rouge is probably at the bottom of that list.
I
but-
talked about it in my Jeopardy. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that.
Oh, wait. Did Geaux Rouge and Jeopardy line up?
They
and
did.
share the
6
same-
degrees of something.
All right. So, okay. So, Theater Baton Rouge, back in action.
So Act of God is going to be their second show that's been in person. So they
That's
did
right.
American Sun
Okay.
before. Then we have Act of God. But then what else do we have coming up? Because there's another few things.
That's right. So in December, we're doing our third live play, which is going to be It's a Wonderful Life, a live radio play. They're in rehearsals right now. That's going to play December 11th through 20th.
and that's in the theater as
That's
well.
in the theater. And in addition to being live, we're going to be streaming it December 22nd through 24th for those
that's
that
great.
are just not yet comfortable.
Sure.
And we have the Young Actors production of Gift of the Magi streaming
Great.
December 4th through 6th. So
Great.
lots of holiday cheer upon us. We're very excited.
Now, dare I ask, 2021, do we have, do you know what's happening after Christmas? Do you have an idea? Is there...
So Play Selection Committee actually just started meeting about 2 weeks ago. We're about halfway through the process. We plan to announce what we're doing in the spring in December. So we are getting stuff in order. We're very excited about it.
All will be
And,
revealed.
That's right.
Woo!
So stay tuned for a December announcement.
Well, we'll have to have them back on the show. Should we do the announcement on the show?
How many times
Yes.
have you guys been on the show now? Like at
think-
least 2 times.
Yeah, this is our third time.
Third
I
time.
think we should do the
Yes.
announcement
Yes
live
is
on the
answer to your
show.
question. I'm a big supporter of the theater, so yeah.
Done.
Can we bring a box and like reveal the
Yes!
titles?
Let's have like a whole Theater Baton Rouge episode. I've taken over the show.
This is very,
I'm
very
I'm
dangerous.
just here. I'm just here. Yeah.
It'll be a Geaux Rouge Theater Baton Rouge special.
So the reason I will say this, the reason we have had you guys on is one, I support the arts. Jason,
Andreasen.
from Baton Rouge
We love
Gallery
Jason.
is coming on the second segment. I think arts is important. I think arts right now is very important. I think the event you guys did was the gala, where
Yes.
it was all Zoom. I think that was like the right dish of food I needed at the right time. I watched it. I contributed. I watched it.
You did.
She
In
gave-
fact, I think you
He sponsored it.
sponsored it.
Yeah, I
You did.
did. I did.
We had like 10 tickets left, and I think you came in and dropped
I
a
mean,
big
no
old
big deal.
bomb.
Borkart Law Firm, no big deal.
He kind of sold out the show.
It's true.
So I do represent a few artists occasionally. That's another
Wait,
conversation.
you're a
for
criminal
That's
defense
another
attorney?
conversation for another day. So anyway,
That's a different show.
I know who to call.
So, but
Drop the
I
names.
do like what you guys do. We got 2 minutes left. One more time. How do I get tickets? Where do I go?
So call our box office, 924-6496. Matt Miyagi or Carol Moore will be happy
So
to help you.
I got a last question. Somebody texted me. What is the dress code requirement? Is this like a Broadway play?
So, some people like to get dressed up and come
Okay.
to the theater.
I
go
like
out
to dress
dinner
up.
first. I tend to dress up-ish.
Business cash.
Business casual,
I
I think
say
is
dress
a good way.
comfortably.
But
It's
I-
a good date night event, by the way.
It
You go
is.
to the
It
play, you go eat.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
You're
there
gonna
are
get your
plenty-
drink. You're gonna laugh for an hour and a half. It's gonna be great.
And it
That's
is
right.
one act, so there's no intermission. So come prepared for that. So I think
Yes.
dinner before is great.
Dinner before, get your drinks before.
I will be dinnering and drinking before. I'm coming Thursday, which is pay what you can. So if you are a college
I like this
student
concept,
or
pay
a,
what you can.
I know.
the only reason I'm going to pay what you can is I'll be out of town.
Okay.
That is. But
So this
tell your
Thursday,
other
you're going
friends
this
that can
Thursday. Wait,
join.
you're going Thursday.
This Thursday.
Yes,
I'm going this
7:30.
Thursday.
Well, I'm
7:30.
going with fellow Theater Baton Rouge person Jason Bro,
Oh, cool.
who
Oh,
just
yay.
directed
Vintage
Hitchcock
So-
over
Which was
Zoom.
great.
So we're about out of time for our first segment. I didn't mean
Okay.
to abruptly cut you off there.
TheaterBR.org.
That's what I was looking for. So,
Or on Facebook. You can find it on Facebook.
so
Yes,
thank you
or
guys.
Instagram.
We're going to stick around at the break, so you're not going anywhere. Thank you guys for coming in. We're going to take our first break, guys. Episode 50 of the Geaux Rouge Show. In our second half, we got Hogs for the Cause. We got Baton Rouge Gallery. Stick around. Franz Borkart, Chelsea, and the crew from Theater Baton Rouge. We'll be right back. All right, so we're still live on
We are,
Facebook.
so you keep talking.
So you can keep talking for a minute.
Very cool.
He's going to take
Yeah.
a break. If you need to go potty or whatever you do. Yeah, you're good.
So if there's, you guys
I have a small
have the floor
one.
right now. If there's anything else you want
So
to talk about,
that's. I knew we were gonna have this opportunity. So
you can talk a little.
I'm excited. This looks like a good play.
So
I
it's
like
really funny.
I like
Yeah.
plays that have a character named God in them.
Yes.
You know.
Well, and it's perfect right now because there's a few people in the show, so it's nice and socially distant. It's a safe
It's
thing
very
to do.
distant, and the best thing about this show is that it's just really, really entertaining and funny. And I just think that with everything that we've gone through this year, people just want to let loose and smile
So-
and have a good time.
So does Ken like sushi?
He loves
Has
sushi.
Ken ever
for the
been to
record.
Umami?
I don't know if he has or not. That's
So
a great question.
I feel like they should go get a table, and then we should get a table, and we should
I know.
watch their date from
with
afar.
like disguises.
Yes,
Take
like
lots
the
of
giant.
pictures.
I've got a spinning wheel over here, and I'm really worried we're going to lose the whole damn thing.
Me too. Like recording the whole thing, or the Facebook?
No, like Facebook's fine, but like everything we just recorded,
Right.
I can't.
I think we can convert the video to rip the audio. I don't know how to do that. I'm
It's
not.
going to be done in real time, but
Okay. Well, as long as we still have the video, that's at least okay. I'm gonna let you take a minute.
We can come back.
All
We
right.
can come back and
So we're
just
still on
recap
Facebook
everything.
Live, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. So
Well, we'll give him a minute.
This is like live theater. You
So
have
my
to deal
only-
with it on the fly.
so the only vice that I have right now.
sweet shit, what just happened?
Well, I have lots of vices. But the only one I'm willing to admit on the air is cigars.
Okay.
He doesn't smoke though, right?
He does smoke.
Oh.
He loves cigars.
He doesn't smoke, right?
He loves cigars. He
I
loves
know.
them.
Does he like bow
loves them.
ties?
Yes, he loves bow ties.
So I saw your husband perform in what was the
It was the
Crucible?
Crucible. You saw Clay too.
And you too, right?
Yeah, we were all in
Yeah.
that.
I mean,
That
not me.
play,
Not me.
Not to get political, that play at the time felt appropriate.
It really
So we made a very targeted choice with that
Yes.
production. And George, who directed it, also directed it in a very targeted manner.
So thank you guys. We're
Thank
gonna
you.
switch out crew.
Awesome. Thanks
Anything-
for having
Anything
us.
else before y'all roll?
TheaterBR.org.
We
Get
open
this.
this Friday, the 13th, and we run through the 22nd.
It's really great and also profound and lovely and touching. So come see it.
Awesome.
So
Thanks,
we will
guys.
definitely have y'all back to talk about the
announce
next stuff,
the
and then
spring
the
season.
yes, we're gonna do. I've decided. I don't know about him. I've decided we're gonna do like a fun little thing. We'll talk. We'll do some kind of reveal. We'll do it'll be great.
I
Maybe
can't
some
wait.
trivia.
Fantastic.
Maybe some. We'll figure it out. It'll be a whole thing.
I'm down. I'm down.
Just let us know about the time because it'll have to be a Tuesday, obviously.
Right.
But yeah.
So I'm guessing it's probably going to be the
Mid-December?
second weekish of December. We'll probably maybe try to announce it right
So,
after
like,
It's a Wonderful Life opens.
the 8th,
I would say actually after.
the 15th.
Yes, I would say like the 15th. If that's good for you.
It is now.
So watch this. If I wanted to get season tickets
Ooh.
to Theater Baton Rouge,
How
how would
would
I
you
do
do
that,
that?
Jenny?
So we're not doing season tickets for this particular season just because it's been such a bizarre. We're
Okay.
calling it the Play It By Ear season.
Okay.
But you can get season
Fail.
tickets for
Epic
next
fail.
season.
That's what I'm saying.
They're on sale, and you can get those either on our website or by calling our box office.
Cool. And by the way, the customer service there,
It's always great.
always pretty good.
Always.
Always pretty good. So
They're great, yeah.
thank you guys. We're gonna switch out and get
Thank you guys.
Angela in.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank
Good to see
guys.
you.
See you at the show.
So we're still on Facebook Live. Brian's trying to figure out
I'll see you
this
Thursday.
recording situation.
Thank you, Franz.
No problem, guys. So I want you to know, as big of a diva as I am. You thought I was going to say you. As big of a diva as I am, this one, we're about to have 3 divas on the radio at the same time. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
I knew you were going to say that.
You're good. You're tall enough.
So while Angela is a brilliant title attorney at Gulf Coast Title.
Oh, hey, thanks.
She is my team leader. The team is Calling
Bacon Rouge.
That's
Calling
so funny.
Bacon Rouge.
It's really good.
That's all Franz.
I like it.
It was 100% Franz.
It's good.
Yeah.
And so she's going to talk to us about this great fundraiser we're doing for Hogs for a Cause.
Yeah, I know nothing about this, so I'm very excited.
Well, you'll be doing
it. Get excited, girl. About to blow your mind.
Yes. So I have to raise $1,000.
Oh, that's why I'll be donating.
$1,000.
Yes.
I'm at $350 right now. Any amount is appreciated. It goes to help fight pediatric
brain cancer.
When do you have to have it by? This $1,000. Okay. So I can let a paycheck go through.
I know your boat. So
wait for my Jeopardy money to come.
I was going to say she's mapping out her final
money.
Jeopardy wager just to make sure she has that $1,000.
One extra dollar.
So we're going to throw this out here while we're waiting, Brian. How much time do you think you need? You got a couple seconds?
Yeah, we're good.
So we're throwing out an idea. Chelsea.
Oh, yeah, this.
Chelsea is super intelligent. I mean, I'm only mildly super intelligent. Chelsea is like all the way super intelligent. And she's into trivia nights.
Yes.
You've hosted trivia nights.
Yes, I did used to host trivia nights.
We're thinking about doing a Geaux Rouge trivia thing. Like live stream it, figure out how to logistically work it. Chelsea would of course host it because people, no offense, want to see her, not me.
Well, and no one wants to go against me at trivia either.
Yeah, we need to take you out of that equation.
Yes.
I'm a great cheerleader. I'm not a good team member. I will not assist much with it. But
you can watch.
I can watch and I can
like
cheer.
Watching,
I'm a great cheerer.
I like watching Trivial Pursuit and trivia games because if I'm not playing and I'm watching, I can feel intellectually superior because I'm like, that was the answer. I knew that.
Yes.
Versus like getting the answers wrong in real time.
Yeah.
So
see, and I'm over there going, oh, I knew that. And I give anybody who's played with me, shout out to Vegetarian Queso, which was one of our groups, one of the groups that I play with, Sean, Teresa, Michelle. We used to play Pluckers Trivia all the time. In fact, one time we were in like the finals and it was like a lightning round back and forth, and we won because they said, come up with your answer and then cluck like a chicken. And like I dove across the restaurant with our answer and then clucked like a chicken, and we won.
So
solid. I like the dedication.
So when we chat, to answer your question, you can either look at us or that. It's whatever.
Well, I've been like looking at you two, and then you two are looking there, and I'm like, am I conversing with you, or am I just like, hello?
I'm a side eye, like I'll be like talking to you, and then if there's like something, I'm like, yeah, audience. You know what I mean?
Oh.
That's generally.
I need to up my game on that. I haven't.
Look at Brian.
I'll get it.
Look at Brian. Mm-hmm. Like your eyes, you and I, blocking eyes. Yeah.
And Brian's got some eyes.
Nice.
Do you blink?
What? I'm
ever?
too short. I can't see this at all.
No.
I
Brian,
got like 4-inch heels on, and I'm like, Brian's got eyes.
Are you heels on? Did you see her shoes, by the way?
I'm
not. I don't have a shoe thing.
Hey,
or anything,
girl.
But those are like impressive shoes.
That was a lot. I don't know if I
100%.
should have done that.
No comment. Ready?
Oh my God.
All right. So I'm gonna do the. All right, welcome back to the second segment of the Geaux Rouge Radio Show. We're on Talk 107.3 if it's Saturday, or Facebook Live right now on Tuesday. This is our 50th episode, Brian.
Woo.
Congratulations. You've sat in that chair 50 times.
You're congratulating me. That's
right.
weird. It's congratulations to you.
It's just another Tuesday for me.
Oh my gosh, you're ridiculous.
I think it's just another Tuesday for him.
Yeah, I was about to say.
And it's a thing for you.
I'm waiting for all of us to be like, stop, Franz, you're so great.
Brian has a successful career in broadcasting, and this is what he's doing on a Tuesday. I feel bad
He's
for
making
Brian.
you look good.
He does. Brian constantly makes me look good and feel good. I get to play on Brian's show once a week, Legally Served. No, that's
Nice.
Unfiltered is mine.
Unfiltered is the podcast, which you can catch Saturday nights on Talk 107.3.
Right.
Legally Served is every Wednesday morning as part of my show.
So we're going to jump into this because I want Angela to have as much time as Angela wants. And then we also...
you want her to hog the show?
This is why I like you so much, so I can hog it.
Hog the show.
You
So
me
we have
right in there.
Angela from Hogs for a Cause and Gulf Coast Title, and then we have Jason from Baton Rouge Gallery in this segment. But before we start, let's thank our sponsors. We have the the Smith Shanklin Sosa Law Firm, personal injury law firm. They are your go-to personal injury law firm. NAI, Ladder and Bloom, commercial realtors. We have Breck Parks, Sullivan's Steakhouse, your neighborhood, not commercial, your neighborhood steakhouse.
I was like, well, that's a weird one.
Louisiana Tech Park, La Divina, Italian Cafe, serving select wines, cold beer, plus their exclusive sorbet mimosa.
I still haven't tried that. It's on my list this weekend.
Yeah, it sounds good.
It's on
Doing
my
it
list.
this weekend.
5 months.
And then
Yes, girl.
last but not least, the finest criminal defense firm in the universe, the Borkart Law Firm.
I mean, it's all right.
It's okay. It's
I haven't
good.
used them, but I heard they're all right.
Say
Friends and
okay.
family discount.
Oh.
So we welcome in Angela from Gulf Coast Title, as well as she's an attorney at Gulf Coast Title. Just moved to Baton Rouge
About 2 years ago.
about 2 years ago.
Yeah,
so
welcome.
she's
Thanks.
kind of new.
Where are you from?
So I'm from Alpharetta, but my husband and I moved from Birmingham, where
Right.
he was doing his residency.
Your husband works at
Neuromed.
Neuromed.
Wait, so are you a Bama fan or
Absolutely
an LSU
not.
fan?
Why you gotta go there?
Okay.
So, like, I'm not a Georgia fan, right?
Okay.
But we went to Ole Miss, which makes me a, like, really awesome Ole Miss fan when there's a Manning there.
Okay.
Okay.
And then, like, every other time I'm, like, SEC West, which just defers to LSU because my husband's from Thibodeau. So
Okay.
I'm
So
allowed at the family dinners.
So
Is that like a-
Angela is the team captain for a Hogs for the Cause fundraising team
Yes.
called Calling Bacon Rouge. I am on that
Colin
team.
Bacon Rouge.
So I'm on that team. Hogs for the Cause. Angela, what is Hogs for the Cause?
All right, so Hogs for the Cause, this is the Baton Rouge chapter, which we haven't had, so we've been open for about a year. Hogs for the Cause raises money to give grants to families that have children that are at Our Lady, well, specifically in Baton Rouge, for Our Lady of the Lake Children's Hospital, for children that have brain cancer. And
Right.
so there's a bunch of different chapters. Baton Rouge just started. Most people know of the New Orleans one, but we've been doing some great things. Since opening here, we've already given, I think, $50,000 in direct grants to families, to about 25 or 30 local families that have children currently like diagnosed with brain cancer that are getting treatment done. And we're raising money to build a house on the actual campus. So that allowed not just families that have children that have pediatric brain cancer, but any family that has a child that's going through anything at Our Lady of the Lake that needs housing. We'll get the house up and going, but we're also going to be giving grants, which is why my team is hosting a bourbon raffle.
Yes. So talk to us about the bourbon raffle.
Okay, so the bourbon raffle, very excited about it. The actual raffle is going to take place on December 16th. It's a Wednesday. Because of COVID, we are having it be digital, as well as we're probably going to have, a place where you can go the day of. We're still solidifying where that's going to be, so keep checking our social media page for that.
Will do.
Yeah, girl. But the tickets are $20 a ticket, and we've got about 25 local businesses that have donated so far, and we've got about 40 bourbons.
So I want to throw this out there. While I don't drink anymore, this bourbon list is legit.
I was about to say I'm thinking over, and it looks.
I mean,
pretty.
when I saw the wish list, the bourbon wish list, my knee jerk reaction was, "You got to be kidding me."
Yeah, you were like, Angela, that's cute. I was like, yeah, that's why it's a wish list.
And then you got how many of these?
So right now, guaranteed, we've got a Weller's Antique, we've got a Four Roses Small Batch, I've got a Van Winkle 12-year, I've got a Peg Leg Porker, and I've got a set of Blantons, all 8, all letters. I know, we're like super excited.
You're familiar with Blantons, Brian.
Look at those eyes. I'm telling you.
I'm buying a ticket right now.
Yeah.
So.
That's
Yeah.
insane. I don't know if
So-
I've ever heard of that. So Bourbon Society of Baton Rouge would be sober members who should be watching this. Get in on this action.
David
we'll have to link
Steele's
it.
already. Thank
Yes,
you.
Yeah.
Thank
yes,
you. He's been
David.
helping. David's been
So-
amazing.
David and Jamie.
Yes, I reached out and he was like, "What you need?" And I was like, "So here's my little Hail Mary."
Burp, burp, burp.
So they, in fact, gave me some love yesterday because I am competing to raise a certain amount of money. I have to raise $1,000,
Yes.
but the team it has to raise.
So the team has to raise a minimum of $10,000. So I've got
Right.
10 team members, each who have pledged to raise up to $1,000. So
And then the raffle is separate.
the
from
raffle
that.
is going to help my team. So
Right.
The whole team.
I want y'all to all still raise your 1,000, because then
Dude, I'm like Atlas
The
over here.
extra
I'm raising
money-
more than 1,000.
the extra money obviously just goes to doing amazing things, and it goes to
Right.
helping, like, who doesn't want to help children
Right.
with brain cancer, or any family dealing with any hardship of their child going through any type of cancer or anything at a children's hospital. So I mean, it's just an amazing cause. So any amount over it. We still have a week left, so any local businesses that want to donate, I will drive and pick it up wherever you are. But we're still, your logo will be on everything. We're going to have big shout outs to our sponsors. We'll be back on the show. once we have everything solidified, and I mean, it's a tax write-off.
So
for
let's
anybody that
say
needs that.
you're like Angela and I. You don't drink right now. Angela doesn't drink right now.
I
I don't
do.
drink. You drink. And you're not necessarily into bourbon, but you maybe have a significant other, a loved one, a producer of your show, someone that does like bourbon. This is a great opportunity for you to win a very hard to get. These again are very hard to get
Very hard to
bourbons.
get.
Oh, I've had multiple people who are like, Angela, I've taken your list to multiple liquor stores who are like, ha ha ha, that's cute. I don't have any of these. So I get that. But what we're doing is, in order to get enough people kind of excited about this, so again, it's going to be like 2 weeks before Christmas, but what we're doing is a lot of businesses. So if you're listening in your business in Baton Rouge and you're like, hey, like, I can give you a bottle of bourbon, but that's not really what I do. I mean, we've had Wanderlust Boutique that has donated 20% off in a private. It'll be like whoever gets it gets up to 6 to 8 people to go in privately after the store closes and gets 20% off everything they buy.
Borghardt Law Firm, free felony on me.
Oh Lord.
No,
Yeah.
kidding. Not
We
funny.
do not
funny.
endorse that.
The Borghardt,
no.
the Geaux Rouge Show does not
The
endorse
line is
felonious
always-
behavior.
It's always just right at that line that I have to be like, he's
True.
kidding.
Oh, I love to tap dance on the line.
But also, like, restaurants could donate a bottle or donate
Restaurants
something
have.
else.
So we have a ton of restaurants who have donated bottles as well as gift cards.
So stay tuned. I'm working to try to get a couple of restaurants to do some donate.
Awesome.
Like I'm flirting with curbside. We're talking about going on a date and
Love
maybe
me some
doing a
curbside.
hog burger event to where a percentage of the food will
Okay.
go to this cause and help us raise. If you're listening out in Facebook world right now, go to the Geaux Rouge page. It's very important. Go to the Geaux Rouge page, scroll down, and you can donate to help me raise my $1,000.
You
That's
can.
awesome.
So we all know that I'm all about going over the top. So it's not
Yes.
like, look, just to set your mind at ease, I'm not stopping at 1,000. I want to be able to take the deep breath and be like, okay, I did what I need to do. Now everything I do above and beyond, I'm just awesomer.
Are we
for
gonna
that.
have like a bacon eating thing, like you did
We're
sliders?
completely fine with that.
I don't know if people want to see me keep eating as much of a particular item as I can. I don't know how well that
Well,
went
you know what
over.
we can do? We get the bacon, you get the bacon grease fat, and then you infuse it in a vodka. I haven't infused it in a bourbon because normally a good bourbon you're not going to want to infuse anything in.
No, that's a
But
sipper.
yeah, you
I
can
was
do
gonna
that
say-
into a vodka. And
I was going to say bacon cupcakes, but that
Bacon,
sounds-
I can
bacon
make you a bacon
pancakes.
cupcake.
Bacon pancakes.
So, Angela, before you skedaddle, if they want to donate or get more information, where would they go?
So, if you want to donate or know anything about the raffle, about buying tickets, wait and look onto our website and any of our social media, our Instagram for Hogs for Cause BR. But if you're interested in donating or getting involved and you want to talk to me personally, you can call me at 205-209-1589, or you can email me, or you can text me. But you can also email me at angela@gctitlela.com.
So I'm a big fan of Gulf Coast Title. They've helped me in the past. In fact, Angela was an attorney that helped me in the past. One day I'll get to return the favor. Hopefully not.
Hopefully
Criminal
not.
offense-
Hopefully
criminal offense
never.
attorney. Look, Jason from Baton Rouge Gallery is in the studio laughing, but he knows if the poop hits the fan, I know who he's calling. So. But that being said, great,
So absurd.
great title company. Shout out to Joelle who's watching. Very good, very good, very good. And
Servicing Baton Rouge for the last 40 years.
no big deal. No big deal.
No big
It's
deal.
awesome.
I'm sure this is not the last time we're going to have Angela on the show. So thank you for coming in. Thank you for bringing me. She brought me.
Absolutely.
She, unlike some people, brought me Starbucks.
Okay, so I
I
almost
like
texted
to butter
you.
them up with some caffeine, you know.
I almost texted you to see if you wanted coffee, and then I was like, I don't have time, so I'm going to be on time.
So I struggle with this because I am all about asking someone, hey, if you're at a coffee shop, do you mind grabbing me something? I'll pay for it. But in the same breath, I don't want to be the dude that's like, hey, will you go get me a coffee?
Right.
So there's an awkward but I felt comfortable enough with you to where
I
you
got
and
you.
I, yeah.
I got you. Well, Joel also was like, leave at 9:15. You have to be there at 9:30. And then he was like, what? And I was like, all right, I'm
I lied to
early. It's
people.
fine. What you want?
So here's the thing. I'm gonna let. We have a minute left. I'm gonna let you behind the curtain on this. I tell everybody 10 o'clock, and the reason I tell everybody at 10 o'clock is if someone no shows, I can adjust and tune it in. So like, poor Jason's been waiting since 10. He's okay with
He's a
doing
trooper.
like he wanted to be at the gallery right now anyway. So he's going to come talk about Kinetics, but that's why I tell everybody at the same time. And Chelsea loves sending me little messages like at 9:30, hey, I'll be there in 45 minutes.
That is not true. I sent a message when I'm
You
leaving
like how
my
he
house.
Just embellishes that.
Yes.
Me
I leave a
embellish
message.
something?
What? I sent him a message that says, on my way, when I'm leaving the house, so that he knows that someone may have to come open the door for me soon, etc.
So Brian will tell you.
I feel
Brian will tell you I have quantum issues with time and earliness and lateness. We'll talk about that.
I was here at
You did great.
9:45
You did
today.
great.
But Joelle also knows with me, like, Angela, be here at this time. Be here at this time. And then it's always like, you're early. Congrats. And I'm like,
Right.
Thanks.
So it's a
Good.
We talked about this before we went on the air. It's a generational thing. So like certain generations who will remain nameless.
How much older are you than I
No,
am?
not you. I wasn't referring to you. I was
Oh.
He's
referring
referring
I
to
was
me,
like,
which
rude.
he's not that much older than me
aren't
either.
we like
You're
the
not a
same
day
age?
over 28, dude.
Oh my God. I'm 34 tomorrow. So, like, hey, thanks.
You're
keep
welcome.
saying that.
31.
Happy
so
birthday
there
to
you
Brian
go.
Haldane, who's
Yes.
Who's happy
Scorpio?
birthday?
Oh my
Yes.
God.
So-
I love it. Look
Yesterday
at that.
for me.
so
Oh, look. What a
so we're
great
gonna
week.
transition so Jason doesn't get mad at me. Angela, thank you for coming
You
in.
are so welcome.
And so Hogs for the Cause, we need to raise $10,000.
Buy some bourbon tickets.
Buy some bourbon tickets.
I will
All right,
be.
Jason, come on up.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
So in a former life, I got to help out the Baton Rouge Gallery, serve on their board for one good year, and then I kind of flaked out a little bit. But I still help where
love all our board
possible.
members.
Well, look, I help out where possible. So Jason is here to talk to us. Jason's the CEO, the director. What is your official title?
President CEO.
All right, so that's a new thing, right?
Yeah.
I like it. You strike me as an art CEO.
Well, I'll take that.
Yeah, you wore a tie today and everything.
Yeah.
So you have one of my favorite art events in Baton Rouge, second only to the Salon, which we'll talk about that later.
I like how you waited till the Theater Baton Rouge folks left to say all this.
Yeah, of course.
Art gallery.
What have
art
you
gallery, art.
done
I see,
for me
I see.
lately?
Gotcha. Okay.
So
Just
Baton
art.
Rouge Gallery, which if you go to my office, I have several pieces from the gallery. You guys are having the premier art auction in Baton Rouge, Kinetics. It is coming up. I wanted to invite you to have a chance to talk about the gallery, talk about Kinetics. So the floor is yours, dude.
I
Take over.
appreciate that. Well, for anybody who doesn't know, Baton Rouge Gallery has been a part of this area's cultural landscape since 1966. So more than 50 years for a nonprofit contemporary art gallery that has a co-op model, which is a fancy way of saying that the artists get to run the show. We let the inmates have run of the jail, if you will.
I understand those terms.
Sure. And it's clearly worked out pretty well for the gallery to still be around 50 plus years later. But part of the reason that the gallery is able to keep going and keep growing is an event like Kinetics, which is typically in more normal times, quote unquote, it is a live art auction with a professional auctioneer, normally 30 to 35 pieces up for bid. Everything starts at $100 and goes up from there, regardless of how big a piece is, what kind of work it is, who the artist is, any of those kinds of things. So everybody kind of gets a chance to get in on that opportunity and hopefully add to their own collection or start a collection.
So what's it going to look like this year with COVID?
So this year, everything's online.
Okay.
But a lot of the other things are still in place. So our auctioneer, Brian Faroo, who is incredible, has been such a big part of Kinetics for a number of years. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. All of that.
He's legit. I've
Yeah.
been.
We're talking about a guy who's been to literal auctioneer college in Kansas City, could do a cattle auction if we wanted to.
Wow.
The cool
If
thing,
you wanted to buy cattle.
the cool thing about Brian is when Baton Rouge Gallery moved into its home in Breck City Park, 1984, it was an old pool house that hadn't been used for a number of years.
Pool, like pool.
No, like
No,
swimming
like
pool.
swimming pool.
Yeah.
Like
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
If you look very hard,
Mm-hmm.
or if you look at all, you can tell kind of the
Sure.
Yeah.
There's definitely an area of the back lawn area where you can see where the pool was. Not the pool, not a bright spot of Baton Rouge's history. Another segment for another show, I'm sure. But when the gallery moved in there, the organization had to fundraise to make it into something that could be an art gallery, and they were auctioning off whatever they could, including a horse.
Okay.
When Brian heard that we were going to do a live art auction, he called and said, I was the guy who auctioned off the horse. I would love to come and auction off some art. So literally, not only can he do a legit cattle auction, but he has auctioned off livestock for
So
the gallery in the past.
So what I like about Kinetics, normal Kinetics, is there's lots of booze,
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah.
which helps with you being more liberal with your money.
Well, and there's usually live demos sometimes, like Empty Bowls. Actually, last year we were there showing some people throwing some bowls and talking about our event.
Yep.
So I know generally it's an event to experience. But how are y'all? You were talking a little bit about how it's going to be online. So tell us how we're still going to get that experience.
So
You're going to buy a whole bunch of booze at your house. And, hello.
Look, let him talk
The
about
prep is
it.
on your side this time. No, but the auction is online, and one of the neat things this year is that everything's already open. You can go online right now and bid. Kinetics doesn't actually happen until November 20th, but part of our transition to the virtual Kinetics is making everything available online early. So starting on November 4th, everything was open. You can come by the gallery and see every work up for bid.
I was about to ask you, what's the COVID situation with the gallery right now?
So right now, obviously masks are required. You come into the gallery, there are no more than 25 people. We have all the, there's gloves and masks and hand sanitizer available for anybody who walks in the building. We've got, antiviral air filters, everything we can possibly do to keep everybody safe. We are not having any kind of events at the gallery, any in-person events. As sad as that makes all of us,
Yes.
because we love our first Wednesday openings.
So the
We
first
love-
Wednesday openings used to be, and I'm sincere when I say this, that was one of my favorite free Baton Rouge events. There was food, music, wine if you drank. There would be 2-3 artists opening their show. You could buy the art early if you want. There was a lot of people there. You could network. It was a great free event, and I keep emphasizing free because I used to think to myself, man, I'd be charging admission for this thing, but it was free, and it was just I miss it so much.
Yeah,
I know. We need to
We
get rid of this virus.
We haven't done one since March, and it hurts.
I know.
But that's what part of what we've been saying with Kinetics is it's a virtual event that makes very real events, very real experiences possible, and making sure that the gallery will be able to have those first Wednesdays, bring them back with a bang, and keep doing the things the gallery's done for 50 plus years, all through this one night.
So if I want to get more information on the art up for grabs, and also I want you to talk a little bit about the artists,
Sure.
because we got some heavy hitting artists. At
No
the gallery.
question.
So where would I go, and talk to me a little bit about the artists?
So BatonRougeGallery.org/Kinetics. Normally this is a ticketed event. Normally your tickets are $55 a piece. This year there is no ticket price. So
Right.
all you have to do is go online and register, and you're in the game. As far as the artists, there are 30 different artists with works up for bid this year. Again, everything starts at $100 and goes up from there. We have the gallery's founder, one of the gallery's founders, I should say, James Burke, who has been with the gallery since 1966 or 65, professor emeritus from LSU. He has a piece in the show. Kelly Scott Kelly, for example, an artist who shows internationally, has work in the show. Randall Henry, accomplished, acclaimed professor from Southern University, part of Baton Rouge Gallery since 1985. David Horton. There's a million names. Please go to the gallery. Jacqueline D. Parker.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna make artists mad at me for
when
not mentioning
when
their
I
name,
win
but-
the lottery, I'm going to, and he knows I love Jacqueline's art. I cannot afford. It's not that I can't afford it. I'm just not ready. I'm not ready yet. I'm not good enough yet for a piece of one of her pieces. This artist, shout out to. I hope Jackie hears this. One of my favorite artists. She makes incredible art, and it's beautiful. It's colorful. We flirted before. You and I have flirted about buying a piece.
Color is no problem for this piece, though.
Yeah.
The piece, it's probably the biggest piece in the auction. It's from 2002, if I recall correctly. It's gorgeous. It's color. Yeah.
And sometimes, by the way, you can get these pieces at a fantastic deal at the auction. I mean, I will say this is the other thing I like about the gallery, and I've always liked about the gallery, is the art's very reasonably priced. I mean, it is a business. We talked about, you and I have talked about this before. It is a business, but it's never. I never felt like I felt like you taking advantage of me or something. I feel like that, and in fact, sometimes you look at a piece and you're sitting there thinking like, maybe Jason doesn't realize that he underpriced this. So I'm just gonna like. So one more time, website one more time.
BatonRougeGallery.org/Kinetics. And I should say thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you in particular to Hancock Whitney, our presenting sponsor again this year.
So Jason, thank you for coming in. You definitely are
Thank you for having
invited
us.
whenever you want to come on. Salon soiree. That may be problematic. Have you ever been to the soiree?
I haven't. I was supposed to go
Dude,
last
that's
year.
such a you event too.
I know.
I was going to say there's no way you're not into costumes.
I went last time I went, I was in khaki pants and a collar shirt, and it was but that's just where I was in life right then.
Fair
so
enough.
So
We're glad you came anyway.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So I love the gallery. I love serving in whatever capacity. Jason sometimes calls me, not because he's in trouble with the law, but I try to volunteer and do some legal,
Sure.
forecasting would be the word I would use.
Forecasting.
Even though I may be one of the best criminal defense attorneys in the universe, there is a part of my brain that can do other law. So
You don't say.
Thank God for that part of the brain.
Ooh. So 50 episodes, Brian Haldane, 50 episodes of the Geaux Rouge Show. Later this month, I want to tell you before we run out of time, later this month, we're going to have the crew of Artemis take over the episode.
Okay.
Queen Mimi is going to take over. Next week, we're going to have Quintillis Lawrence talk about Veterans Court. He's trying to get a Veterans Court in Baton Rouge.
I'm helping him with that.
Mind blown. Awesome. He's going to be in. We're also going to have Gino Brown from Brown & Brown Clothiers.
I love Brown and Brown.
Yeah.
See, like every man, like when you see a man walk down the street and they have a nice suit on, it's like Brown and Brown.
So
Yes.
thank you guys for tuning in this week. Thank you guys for committing to at least, well, some of you committing to 50 episodes. I've been here 50 times. So
Was that a slight to me?
no, that wasn't. It's not all about you, Chelsea.
Well, you said some of you committing.
No, it's not all about you, Chelsea.
Okay.
You're good.
Sometimes it is.
You'll be sometimes, a lot of times, but you get to come back next week if you want to, if you can commit. That's about it for this episode, guys. Have a great week. We will be back. Clear.
Got a little warm in here there.
Little snarkopotamus. It's true. I just decided I was having a whole episode in December. I hope you're okay with
That
that.
really wasn't a passive aggressive. That
I know.
really wasn't. And yes, you can have an episode in December.
Thank you.
That was not a passive aggressive not.
I know.
Look, you'll know when I'm passive
Oh, I
aggressive.
know you will.
Clearly.
I know I will.
My son, I gotta share this because you're a dad. You're a dad. You'll appreciate this. Chelsea,
Not a dad.
you're not a dad. As far as I know.
Hashtag
yet.
not a
You
dad.
never know.
So my son, I was asking him to do something. He's 5, okay? And I asked him to do something, and he goes, "Daddy, I'm doing as best of a job as I can."
How old is he now?
He's 5.
4, 5.
He's got the wheels are turning. And I looked at him and I said, "Son, Daddy's doing as best he can too." And he just looked at me, and there was that shared moment of okay. And like what I was asking him to do was like maybe pick up some stuff or something. It was just So yeah, I am excited about this now that we're off recording, but still Facebook Live. We can shut off Facebook Live if you want to. Sure.
Bye.
Dude, I am going to tune in. I saw